Hello, happy Sunday. I'm actually going to church right now. As you know, my name is GH.Dr. of Balogun. And I don't have much light on my phone, so I will not be able to speak much. I'm not a power bank. I don't know how long this video will take. My phone can just die anytime. People are just trying to make it difficult for me by selling bad products to me, so that at the end of the day, I'm going to get to anybody seeing this message. Let's say the forces of darkness, those that are against the God, the Most High, the Creator. Now, today I want to talk about pornography and religion. Now, I'm not talking about Christianity alone. I'm not talking about Islam alone. I'm talking about pornography and religion. The problems of religion, is authentically high. Do you know why? Because religion have been politicized for control. They are not for the truth any longer. Both Christianity and Islamism. I'm not talking about the religion themselves now. Let me say the key players, the popes, the imams, the Ogakpatakpata, those people that are the ones you are looking up to in those religions to guide you in the way of the truth. You know how they are behaving right now? For Christians, I don't know much about the Muslims, I can't say much, but for Christians, you remember the Pharisees, the old religion before Christianity. How do they behave? The way they behave is simple. They killed Jesus Christ. And they claimed to be doing it for religious sake. They killed the Son of God. The Son of the God that they are claiming to be their own God. They murdered his son. They didn't only murder his son, they first lie against him, beat him mercilessly. Maybe the murder was just a mistake, maybe an error just happened, and then the Son of God just died out of the accident. Now, it's forgivable. But wait, you took the man, you started by betraying him, then you lied against him, then you took him to jail, then you beat the hell out of him, then they even made him compete with the greatest sinner in the whole world, and the greatest sinner in the whole world won against him. Then you didn't just kill him like normal death, you took him on the cross, you killed him like a criminal for what he was not, and you want to claim it to be an accident. You actually activated the wrath of God. Maybe what is not here yet, because maybe the distance between earth and God is too high. And when I talk about distance, I'm not talking about physical distance. I'm talking about those begging for it. Do you get me? I'm talking about those saying, God, please, thanks to the fact that we saved your son. God, please, just a few more time. And then these same people are insulting God every time. Oh, God created human being with sexual organs, and then you are saying you must not use the sexual organs or whatever. That's not even the real fact. The real fact is that you are not hypocritic. The same way you were hypocritic against Jesus Christ. You are hypocritic against everything. As a Christian, as a Muslim, as a religious person in any religion, the first thing every religion states, if it is going to be a good, truthful and righteous religion, is simple: be truthful, be honest, be sincere, and be righteous with yourself and others. You cannot be righteous with God when you are sinful with yourself. It's not possible. See, I will tell you the fact. It is impossible for God to take number one place in your life when you are the one in competition with God. Do you get me? It's not possible. Even Jesus Christ that died, primarily died for his own sake, not for God's sake. Yes, after you is God. You get? That is honesty. Not hypocritically saying, God, you are the first in my life, yet you are doing everything that makes God angry every time. and yet God is the first in your life. See, it's better to say, God, I am the first in my life. Let's transact business. Before I do everything you like, make an agreement with me that you will do all these things that I want. You do it or not, it doesn't concern me. I know you are a man of your word. But at least give me that covenant, and I will do my best to make you a priority because of me. And if you do the best things in my life, I'll make you the highest priority because of me. See, you cannot do something because of God that will destroy your life and be happy about it when God is not destroyed. Please, the first thing in life is personal survival. And one thing God wants us, what God is training us for as Christians, as Muslims, if our God is a good, righteous God who wants a species to continue to live forever, the first thing he will train that species as an individual is personal survival. After personal survival, then is the goal to make his name high. Someone who is dead cannot glorify God. Òkú tó ti kú kò lè yìn ọ́ lógo. Òkú tó ti kú kò má lè gbé ọ̀gá o. Àbí? So, and then the same God that he knows that your dead body is useless to him. You get what I'm saying now? Will he make himself priority to your own personal survival? If he's going to make himself a priority, he's going to first solve your personal survival issues. He's definitely going to solve your personal survival issues. In short, anything that will cause early death, God will first shun. Now, the Bible says, as a Christian, because I'm actually a Christian, so I know more about Christianity than Islamism, than every other religion. I was born into Christianity, and I remain a Christian, and I'll keep remaining a Christian for a lot of good reasons. The difference between me and other Christians that I know, that I have worked with, that we don't talk much, is simple. They are not true Christians. They are pagans that have not fully converted into Christianity, and then they've now, by the virtue of knowledge, written knowledge, and not practiced knowledge, because by the virtue of written knowledge, corrupted and claimed what they are not. You get? So they keep claiming they are born again, but wait, you are claiming to be born again, yet you are hypocritic. You are not even honest with your God. You are not calling yourself your own priority when this is between you and God. When God himself is a righteous God and knows when you lie, he knows what he created. He knows what he created. So when you say, God, you are the number one of my life, without adding the fact that because you've already sorted my own life out. God just look at it like this. I've not even taken a step in your own life. You don't have any agreement. You are making me your priority. For what reason? You get what I'm saying now? Then you have to be able to clear, okay, is it an investment reason? Meaning, God, I believe you will do all this for me. So, you get, by any other reason. Now, I want to talk about pornography and religion now. Religion is always, most of the time, against pornography, right? Yet, they've been complaining all year long that sexual sins. And the only way sexual sins can be corrected is by one, correcting sexual education, removing all forms of hypocrisy in sexual education. And sexual education is pornography. And yet, you are condemning pornography. Look at that line. You are condemning the solution of the problem that you are complaining about. Do you understand? Should I repeat it again? Religion is condemning pornography because of sexual misconduct, sexual problems. You get? Sexual sins. Which one of these is why I'm posting videos on sexual righteousness, sexual tutorial, and all this? You get? So they are condemning pornography because of sexual sins, right? Now, after they are condemning pornography because of sexual sins, the only viable problem is to reorientate first mentally, then practice sexual righteousness, right? And sexual sin and sexual righteousness are what? Are key factors, are result of sexual education. And then if they are result of sexual education, and sexual education is pornography, and now you are condemning pornography, there's a problem. Are you supposed to condemn pornography or the content of the pornography? You understand what I'm saying now? So religion and pornography, religion wants to solve sex problem, you get, but the people inside are too hypocritical. They don't want to hear anything sex. If you say sex around them like this, they will carry their Bible as if the word sex is not in the Bible. That's the truth. They will carry the Bible as if they've not mentioned sex more than 10 times in the Bible, and it's only twice out of like 15 times there was sex related to something that is not good. Even the Adam and Eve was not recorded as sex. You have to reinterpret. That should be the third time. Every other part, check very well. Be fruitful and multiply. Sex must be involved. David, countless of time. How many wives? If they count everything, that is millions, thousands amount of sex. Because before someone fully become a wife, after marriage, must be sex, right? And yet they are condemning. You will not talk about sex. You get? They will not carry that same Bible. The Bible will just be looking at them like this. Wait, I am an entity full of sex, and you are using me to defend yourself from sex? Like, do you know what you are doing, sir? Instead, learn from me better, and then you'll be able to filter out when the sex is wrong and when the sex is right. You get? So pornography and religion does not contradict. Pornography and Christianity does not contradict. Pornography and Islamism does not contradict. What is contradicting is the leaders of Christianity that are false Christians because they are hypocritical with their Christianity, and pornography, and then the other ones, the Islams, the leaders that are hypocritical with their Islamism, and what? And pornography. In short, being a Christian, being a Muslim does not restrict you from either being an actor or a learner, you get, of pornography. How will you learn to have the right sex that God will not be angry with if you don't learn it through pornography? See, some pastor will now go inside church. They are eating pornography, and they'll be saying, "Thou shalt only have sex after marriage." That statement is a pornography, because it's describing sex inside the church, inside the mosque, or in a holy ground, or in a gathering, and yet they are still condemning pornography. Please, do they understand pornography? Or is the stupidity of their knowledge limiting them? The Bible says, "My people perish due to lack of knowledge." That was Jesus' statement. My people perish due to lack of knowledge. How would the people perish? You go inside church, premarital sex is a sin. That statement is a pornography. And then you come outside and be condemning pornography. God in heaven will just look at you like this. This is a false Christian. Because Christians are not fools, and this person is a foolish person. That is it. I did not create a fool. It's what God responds every time. I created something I'm proud of, and I will not be proud of a fool. Who is proud of a fool here on earth? Huh? Who is proud of a fool? Even Microsoft, when they create their technology, they are proud of it because it's not a fool. If it is a fool, people will not even use it. You get me? Yet you are contradicting yourself in every angle. You are contradicting porn. You are saying all these leaders know porn, don't watch porn, this porn, that porn. But you end up agreeing with premarital sex is a sin, a pornography. You will popularize that one. It is a pornography because pornography is description of sex. Simple. And that is even what those porn stars are still doing. They are describing sex. The difference is maybe the content of their description. You get So instead of you condemning pornography, focus on looking, is the content righteous or not? Premarital sex is a sin, is sinful. Is a sinful statement. We are in the era when let's say maybe before Adam and Eve, premarital sex was a sin. Immediately after Adam and Eve, God was silent after the curse. And the 10 laws in the Bible never says thou shalt not have premarital sex. You get? It doesn't say so. It says thou shalt not have sex with another person when you are married, not before. It is when you are in a relationship that is saying you should not have sex with any other person. Because relationship agreement is different. And note, during Adam and Eve, God did not marry them together. Keep that in mind. God wasn't the one that created marriage, but he approved it. He did not create it directly because he knows we will blame him again for its creation. The biggest blame mankind has blamed God is marriage. Do you know? And then you think God will not abscond himself from taking any blame again on that marriage? Ìyàwó tí o dá fún mi, the wife you created for me. Eve. No checking Jesus, no. So if I hadn't created the wife, you wouldn't have eaten it. It means if I haven't married you to a wife, you wouldn't have eaten it. Wow. Okay. It's a valid argument. It's a very valid one. See, and the argument is sound. It's a sound and valid argument. You get? The only problem is God is righteous, so the one premises will be refuted, and the premise is you are not the only species I created a wife for. You get? But then there's another begging part on that argument again. You get? That made God silent totally about marriage. You know what it is? I am the youngest species, the most inexperienced species. Right? And the argument is also valid. Once that happens, you silence your creator, not even up to 1 day of creation. Which kind of species is that? You embarrass your creator in front of the whole universe, and now you are not hypocritical about it again. The only point in time where sex, like marital sex, was a sin was just the disobedient part. When I say don't have the sex because you are not old enough to have it, and you say you are too young to understand the fact that you are not old enough to have it, please, that is the kind of contradictory argument. But even if it is valid or not, it is like God said, I created man as the wisest species. Abi? And then you display the foolishness even the most foolish species cannot display, because that is the reason why he's alive. If he displayed foolishness, they would have killed him. Immediately he was like, yes. Immediately you displayed a lower foolishness, and then what do you expect? Death? Because death, sin. Let me tell you one thing about sin. Sin is not disobedience against God. Sin is foolishness. You get? It's a sin to be foolish, because it's a disgrace to the purpose of the Creator. You say God created a foolish being, a stupid being, a silly being. Maybe that is why no entity will ever claim that he is part of the Creator of man. Maybe that's why they've been using the word guide since all this time. Because this time they call themselves Creator. And then you respond 10 minutes after, they regret calling themselves Creator immediately. Who wants to be creator of virus? Huh? So that's it. So pornography is not bad and does not contradict religion. What it is contradicting is religious leaders that are not fully in line with what their religion actually talks about. They don't even understand their religion. The only thing they understand is to be misinterpreting quotes in the Bible. Forget about quotes in the Bible. What is Christianity? Christianity is a religion of the followers of Christ and the believers of his death and resurrection. Now, you believe in death and resurrection of Christ. Let's put that aside now. Let's start with followers of Christ. Throughout Christ's life, anytime you come across prostitutes, does it condemn them? No. Who does it condemn? Their attackers. Have you noticed that pattern? Do you know why? If you don't have sex with a prostitute, will the prostitute exist as a prostitute? And yet you are condemning the prostitute. Argument 1. Argument 2. You put the prostitute in a situation of being a prostitute by not giving the prostitute finances and resources to take care of herself, and you are calling the person a prostitute. Scenario 2. Argument 2. Wait, argument 3. This person is not even married. You get? He's not married, and he's using his body or her body as a source of income, and you are calling the person a prostitute. Like when I say prostitute, I'm talking about prostitute with their definition as something bad. Then you want to stone the person to death as a prostitute. Argument 3. 4. This same prostitute has never done anything negative in the community than to use his body, work hard for the money. In ways that is even destroying him or her than it is helping. And you are still condemning this person with your own selfish desires that, okay, just because you have the money to take care of yourself, by cheating the resource or cheating the prostitute from the resources he or she is supposed to have. You are still calling that person a prostitute. When I say prostitute now, I'm not talking about my own definition of prostitute as anybody who has sex for something in return. Because prostitution is not bad. It may not, it's a neutral statement as far as I'm concerned. It's a neutral statement. It depends on how you do your prostitution. That now determines whether you are stupid or you are wise. It depends on how. So, and a lot of scenarios like that. So, if you look at it, Jesus Christ is not against that kind of sex at all. What is against this? Will this sex empower yourself and others? Will this pornography empower you and others? Or will it destroy and cause sexual destruction for yourself and others? That's when you should be looking. That's what you should be looking for in pornography. So that's why there's sexual righteousness and sexual sinfulness. There's pornography righteousness and pornography sinfulness. Pornography righteousness is when the pornography empowers people. You get your viewers. You get when it empowers them, when it's making them better, truly better and not falsely better. When it's setting them on the right path for their sexual life. A lot of people are out there, they just want to enter the sexual life Some are already entered but are on the wrong path. In fact, that is most. You get what I'm saying now? They are on the wrong path. They want to know the right path. They are on the wrong path because they thought the wrong path is the right path. That's what is happening. They are on the wrong path because they thought the wrong path is the right path. You get? So pornography, righteousness, is a degree of, okay, is the pornographic content putting them on the path of righteousness? Is it empowering their sexual life? Is it making their sexual life better in front of God and man? Like the creator of your sex organ, which is still the same Most High. You get? We will not create a stupid organ then. In short, if the organ is stupid, foolish, weak, then you are insulting the creator of the organ. Simple. If there's any organ in your body that is weak, you are insulting the creator of that organ. And then we say the full creator of human being is the Most High God, right? So even if it is your toe that is weak, it's an insult to the creator of the toe. Do you understand me? In short, be careful. Be very, very careful. So, pornography and religion does not contradict. What is contradictory is misappropriateness between religion, the leaders of religion. Tell the leaders of religion to go back. Tell the leaders of pornography to go back. They both have their fault. The leaders of religion should go back and look at the purpose of their religion. The basic purpose of every religion is to ensure that the member of such religion live their happiest life. Who will join a religion if the purpose of that joining that religion is not to live at the happiest life? We are all promised life after death, immortality. That is why everybody join whatever religion they are in. You get, after that is success in life, food and everything you need, right? So it means that's the purpose, and that is what religion should create, not to be creating distortive knowledge that will now limit and restrict the ability of their followers, of their practitioners, to do what? To optimize their own lives, because that's what religion is currently doing. The same thing for pornography. Their content is bad. I have actually reported to Pornhub, yes, X videos too, about the content I'm seeing that is not righteous. You get? I'm complaining to them, but I don't have much time about that. You get? So it's just like I write official whatever to them that I noticed this on your site. If you like, remove it. If you like, don't remove it. But don't worry. If Lord is coming, it will wipe all your content out, and if you have too much of those content, then it means your industry will be wiped out. You get? Ogun asọtẹ́lẹ̀ kì í parọ́. Ìyẹn arọ tó bá gbọ́n. You get what I'm saying? In English, it means a predicted war does not kill a cripple, a wise cripple. Because the wise cripple, immediately he hears about the prediction, what does this do? He goes away from the war front. He goes back to the safest place. Right? Far to the safest place. A place where the war will not reach before the war is settled. Before the war is over. So that's the little I would have to say. So pornography and religion as organization, as entities, you get, as functions, as descriptions, religion and pornography are integrated, are working together. The problem is the misconception and misunderstanding between the controllers of what? Of religion and the controllers of pornography. So I hope you guys sort the content out, because me right here, I'm not a controller in any of both of them. I'm just a standalone, someone that's like, you cannot control me. Me, I'm controlling myself. There's one thing I want to talk about too. It's very dangerous. Couples, sexual video in pornography. You want to activate adultery. Verified couples, right? Either the viewer is a single or another verified couple. You are going to activate adultery. That's the truth. Do you know why? The reason is simple. How can I be looking at the beautiful wife of another person having sex with her husband every day and I'm getting erection? Lost, number one. It doesn't end there, does it? No, it doesn't. It continues. Do you know where it continues to? It continues to something simple. What do they call it? The adultery itself. You get, because it will happen and then it will be like whatever. You get, there is no how. Especially when you're in the porn industry, you are used to getting seduced so easily, don't you? Aren't you? So verified couples, if you are doing verified couples, go and stop it. Couples are not allowed. If any couple will do pornography, it's pornography inside this house. It's not coming out. It's not getting released. Like, it's just putting it inside his phone, so that they will be looking at it later, like, and be laughing at their performance. So this is how you are doing for personal entertainment of themselves. You get, it must not be published. Immediately you are married, you should leave the naked pornography. You can remain in pornography, but not the naked type. You get, not of that category. You can go for advices, but not the naked type. You get, so be very, very careful. Couple things. We want to merge it with the previous one though, because I'm definitely sure that it's not going to be accepted because it's not long. But that's what I have to say about that.